This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Ducks will kick this deep to begin the game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
The offense starts with excellent field position. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll ride the back again here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fighting off the defender. Fighting for yardage. The defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And now the defense will call. come out here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off it off to Yell. The quarterback looks to his right. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. One down, the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll run it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on fourth down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down of this drive. Keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Slides a quick throw. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this field.
Oh, the ball comes loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
If you're going to try to get cute on a punt return, can you make sure you practice it a little bit more than that? That was a complete disaster. Look at the coach on the sideline. Boy, he is fired up.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Grabbed by the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Ducks will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. Grab made near the sideline. defense, good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Inside Div now from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. So backed up, that big play gives them a first down and some breathing room out beyond the 20. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against this secondary.
Second and 10 here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Has the first down and more. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Using his legs here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They'll actually bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And that punt will just bounce away from the return man out of bounds, so no return. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. 4th quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The DB's backing off from the line now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would be better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw to the left. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. He makes the grab. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
now the handoff. Headed for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Ducks. Add 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Look at a pass here on 2nd down. Pass caught on a comeback route. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to chuck it again. Close to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. Got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up third down.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on 3rd down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on 4th?
Field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That's a strong stiff arm.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the 1st and still going. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain. The Ducks will crank up the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense really clicking here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Oregon. This passing game is on fire today.
What a tough matchup for this defense down inside the 5-yard line against a big tight end. You're so worried about a slant or maybe a fade to the receivers, and instead they go to the big man and he makes you pay.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. The receiver grabs it.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. They come up on first down, clock running, final minute here of the third quarter.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Ball handed off. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
LSU now operating in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. And tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
Man, every
defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5.
Trick 9B.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's the option play. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot right down the middle. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Gets the first and still running. He stopped out at the 42. Gets a solid gain, get closer to midfield.
Yeah, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Trick 9B.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Continues to fight for yards. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They test the middle there, but get nothing. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard. They're within 1 possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.